All right, Deckard, crack it open. You can do it, buddy.
Okay, cool. Well, I'd like to start with welcoming our new permanent member, Crazy Ass Gaming, to our party. We're all happy to have him.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me, lad.
Welcome to Rustspot Thundergas.
Well, there's no point in having a dwarf without having a wee dwarven name.
Cool. Okay, so we
Cool.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Look, tumbleweed.
Not a good shift. So we were under the city of Nistora, in the depths, exploring around in the depths of the ancient Orcish city Santar, and we were being guided by Okkar to the Voss group, which this has been 2 sessions now. We've been following him. Glitter accidentally set off one of her glitter cannons, and Tana, which was also among our party then, and her claustrofolk kept chanting the word whoa, gotta get this right.
I'm gonna let you go ahead. Good. There you go. Canagadus.
Totally.
Yep. Canagadus. Yep.
Which is when we heard an eerie, monstrous sound. As we ran after Okkar, a giant creature with a head full of teeth appeared. A long battle ensued, and Canagadus let out a couple of ear-piercing howls, where several of us were feared and tried to run away. A bunch more Claustra hunters joined Canagadus against us. Glitter took heavy damage, but we prevailed in the end. Gideon, sorry, I've got to change that to Rustspot, collected the head of the gruesome Canagadus at the end of the battle. We then discovered a hidden office behind a wall which was plastered up. It contained many items, trophies, file chests, old tech batteries, flashlights, healer's kit, light blaster pistol, pickaxe, and rope.
Don't forget that hand massager, that back massager.
We explored a warehouse full of machinery and 2 more offices. There was a quartermaster's office we found that had a cage window full of boxes, metal shelving, and lock containers. Lester broke the inner lock cage open with his lockpick, and Folly managed to lockpick all of the lockers. She was looking for a garbage truck.
Making Folly rendering her absolutely useless. But go ahead, Deckard. I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not sure if she found the garbage truck, but there were a lot of Orcish papers we found. And Deckard, my character, I found documents. There were symbols on these documents that matched a piece of a discus I'm carrying, and well, anyway, pretty significant to me. And I put these in a metallic Trapper Keeper. Lester also grabbed a metallic Trapper Keeper, which he was happy about. Folly found an ID badge maker, which was the VE 4000,
Yep.
and which everyone in the party, I believe, made personal IDs. And then Okkar led us through the factory and then a maze of earthen tunnels, and now we're approaching the mysterious Voss group.
Don't forget I also made an ID of my junk. It says Lester's junk. That's a second ID. It'll get me into places. Okay,
Yes.
maybe not.
Thank you for the recap, Decker. You are now omitted from doing any more recaps for the entirety of our Titans. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yep, he front-loaded them.
Yes, TitansGrave,
Sick of my
Ashes of
voice.
Valkana game, and a great job with Canagadus. It sort of reminded me of Dirt saying, what was that other name that we were trying to...
Sarcophagus?
No, not Sarcophagus, but the name. I can't remember the mage.
The dude.
Caravicus. Here we go.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys actually found an old Orcish weapons facility. Deckard, you found some pretty interesting runes that matched the plates that you had. Sort of like old pieces of, like, disc pottery, you know what I mean? Now, Ocker had led you through about another 3.5 miles worth of caverns, corridors, lots of close encounters, a couple more large groups of sewer rats, and you finally get to an area where you can start to see where we left off last week. The big cliffhanger was as you guys were rounding the corner. Well, as you take this, it's sort of Ocker is having a sigh of relief, and you can see that he takes a big deep breath and he says, "Oh, thank God, we're finally here." So you guys are, going around the corner, and you see that there is sort of like a glass door, and it looks like there's nothing but it is a beautiful underground, like a laboratory here. There's a pressure locked door, so everyone, Ocker types in the code in the keypad. Door opens up, everyone comes in, it depressurizes everyone, and then puts you into a very large area. Lots of computers, lots of mainframes, lots of gadgets and gizmos, lots of people walking around in laboratory coats, lots of people holding clipboards, all that stuff. So you guys are in a very well-maintained, well-lit area now. Now, as you guys are entering this place, there's a lot of talking going on, and a lot of humming from the equipment. So let me get some humming going on here for you. There's a lot of all of this equipment is making this sound. So you guys are kind of being led through, and Ocker's actually leading the way for all of you.
Does Ocker look like he's pretty confident in where he's going, or is he like he's been here a lot, or is he more like, do I go left here? Or...
No, he's leading you right through, and it seems like you're starting to ascend also. So you guys eventually get onto a like an escalator, and it's taking you up. Very, very slowly, and it seems like it goes and goes and goes. And you're probably on this thing for about 10 minutes as it's ascending. And then you guys, Ocker turns to you and says, "We're going to be back on the ground level pretty soon." And as you guys get up to the top, you can see, this massive glass building. Nothing but clear glass panels all the way through. The sun's coming in. So you guys are back at the ground level. The sun's streaming in, whatnot. Ocker talks to you about. He mentions this is the Voss Group headquarters, and it looks like an industrial manufacture plant. You guys know that there's a level down below, back in the subterranean. And then he says, there is a person here that I know that you're gonna like to meet. His name is Elwyn Voss, and he is a very old elf. And this is a large compound, and you guys are being taken through all this, this huge facility. I mean, there's all kinds of manufacturing plants, all partitioned to their own entities. You can see that there's like a battery plant, there's like a medical facility, there are living quarters, there's warehouses, all kinds of offices, empty office spaces for rent. Everything is so well kept, lots of security around, and Ocker tells you that this has nothing to do with any of the guilds in the main city. This is totally independent from everything else.
Wow, that's really incredible. I think Lester's quite enamored seeing all of the equipment and computers and technology kind of in the bunker as we started kind of rising. I mean, how cool is it that we're even on a escalator? I mean, I've got to have been sitting up there just looking at everybody going, sweet, this escalator goes on forever. Holy crap.
It was about 10 minutes.
And here it is, Dave, 4,000 years in the future. And I put my hand on one side of the escalator, and the fucking hand still goes faster than the feet go. It's like 4,000 years in the future, and they still haven't fixed this? It's a divine flaw. It's a design flaw. That's just sucky.
And there's somebody trying to run up the right-hand side of the escalator.
Yeah, on the
push
stairs.
past you.
Yeah, we'll
Absolutely.
just look at them and just flip them off, thinking, Why are you running? We can ride. It's awesome.
You guys are taken to this as you get up the mile-long, let it seem mile-long escalator ride. You're taken through all these other halls and larger areas. You get to, I would say, what would probably be like a general lobby, and you see
Before we get too far. Sorry, Folly runs up to Walker, and asks him, "Why are we going to go smell a flock of seagulls?"
We are not going to smell a flock of seagulls. We are going to kill the flock of seagulls.
Okay.
I think he means to say, why are we going to see Elwyn Voss?
Is that what she says? Oh, well.
I think that's what she means.
Yeah, she's between you and I, Lester, she's a little out there. Maybe
she's great to have in your team, though. I'm telling you from experience.
I put my hands on my hip because I heard.
She is a dead shot.
I'm here on Wednesdays.
She is a dead shot with a bow, though. With a gun, I'm sorry.
She's incredible. Plus, she's not so bad to look at.
This from a Saurian.
For an elm, I guess.
Coming from a Saurian, I don't know how to take that.
I wouldn't take it well.
I would fertilize her eggs, if you know what I mean. It's a little Sariana blue talk for you.
So you guys are in this general, I want to say a general lobby, and you can see a massive globe that has Voss kind of Voss group wrapped around it, and it's kind of rotating around, lots of neon lights and little mini glitter cannons going off of it and stuff. It actually kind of really got the attention of Glitter there. Lots of people milling around, doing work, other various tasks. You're starting to be. Ocker leads you through some more, a couple more security checkpoints, and off to the side in a couple of the offices you're walking by, and you can see that there are sort of like a couple cybernetic implant offices as you're going by. There's a couple orcs that have implants for arms, long swords for arms, and they're attacking like test dummies. You can also see that there's also a couple other mechanical cyborg arms with guns coming at them, shooting flames, and street sweepers. I mean, just destroying targets. So the Voss group actually has a lot going on here. They've got a lot going on.
So in this main building, you were talking about there's this big, like this main lobby. I want to scan some of the walls, and I want to see if there's any pictures. I want to see what this Elwyn Voss looks like. Have any,
an
pictures
elf.
Of him?
Yeah, he is an elf. Very, very good looking, light-haired, colored. Your typical, stereotypical looking elf. Very tall, very slim, well dressed.
Looks like David Bowie.
I like David Bowie. Yeah, David Bowie with ears. Yeah, exactly, with elf ears.
So just like David Bowie, then, really?
Yeah, really. Yeah. You guys get
David Bowie has elf ears, is what you're saying.
Yes,
no,
yes,
he
absolutely.
he
David
doesn't.
Bowie is
But
an elf.
no, but what I was referring to, it would have been David Bowie with some like fake elf ears on. That's what I meant. So you guys get to like a main, Ocker leads everyone to a main security checkpoint, and they nod to Ocker and say, "What did you bring us today, Ocker?" And he says, "We're here to see the boss." And then he gives them some kind of code, just tells them a code, VR549 or something like that. And
so I'm going to get my lanyard out with my badge on it, and I'm going to make sure that my lanyard with my badge is visible, and I'm holding it like I'm ready to beep it in somewhere, just to kind of fit.
Gotcha. I gotcha. So a guard basically is checking the ledger book and waves everyone through, and you guys start to go through scanners. Right? And when you guys are going through, everybody's going through one at a time. And when you're walking through the scanner, very bright light flashes in front of you, poof, sort of giving you another picture. And the technology for this badge maker is phenomenal. I mean, by the time that you're out of, you know, this security line, you already have a badge that another one of these security personnel hands you. And you know, it says Voss headquarters, and it says guest, special guest on it.
Well, before Glitter will go through the thing, she stops for a second and looks at whoever's in charge. This isn't like one of those scanners that, you know, can see through your clothes or anything, is it? You know, like at the airport. She says, I mean, you know, I know who wouldn't want to see this, but I just want to make sure.
Oh, the gentleman, there's actually a gentleman and a female working, and she says, well, it is for your own safety, ma'am. But yes, we do see everything.
Oh,
Wow.
oh, hell no. Hell
So-
no. You know, I have a reputation to protect.
Oh, I'm sorry, who are you? What does your badge say? She
Well,
takes
first you
a,
know who I am.
sort of
I'm
like, she
Glitter.
has a glove on, you know, and on her glove there's this like retinal scanner. Well, and it shoots like so I would say like a flashing laser onto your badge, and then it pops up. You hear it beep, and then she looks at the back of her hand. She goes, "Oh, Glitter. I've never heard of you, but you know, you are a special guest here at the Voss Group. Welcome to the Voss headquarters."
Boy, thank you. She says, now, if you have any attractive
Do you have any
gnomes,
special
I don't mind
needs that
being
we need to
served.
take care of for you? Do you have any special needs that need to be taken care of?
Yes, well, I do have special needs, but I'll let you know later.
Standing stools for you and the other gnome. We do have some gnome size seat boosters. We also have some you know, stair assistant climbers. If you need any of that, just let us know and we'll get you the
I
assistance
look over at Folly.
equipment
Do
you
we
need.
anything, Folly?
As you look at Folly, you will find that she's already undressed.
Folly, darling,
I'm
put your
holding
clothes
my
back
armor and
on.
clothes.
Nice.
Honey, they're not doing a strip search. You can just go ahead and put that right back on.
Yeah.
Kind of like lift your
I'll be
clothes up
needing
in
some
front of her.
candy. I'll be needing some candy for this.
So the gentleman he wraps one of those security towels around you, and he says, this isn't, we do not do no type of rectal searches or anything like that, so you're okay. There's no need to take your clothes off, ma'am.
I'm still getting the candy, right?
Sure. And yeah, and he looks over. Anybody got any candy? Everybody just kind of shrugs.
It's nothing but
Don't you
Mentos.
take your clothes off.
He says, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry, ma'am, but we are all out of candy. Maybe we'll find some and bring some to you later. And they're all kind of looking at each other, sort of like, what in the hell is going on here? Aker, he's just kind of beside himself, and he says, "Oh, we must. We're going to have to go through a couple more checkpoints, but then we're going to have to go to the executive elevator, and then we're going to go up." And you know, he basically starts to have a little short chat with the guards there at the checkpoint. You know, as I guess hopefully Folly is getting dressed again.
Yeah, that's awkward.
I might
Walker
turn
says
around
that
and
she starts putting clothes back on.
Okay, so he
Come along, dear.
says his farewells, and you guys make your way to one last final checkpoint. Go through. They just basically scan lots of, you know, and as you guys are walking through all of this, Soccer says, yeah, the Voss group is very orderly. You know, they follow a lot of protocol, and they're very thorough on everything that they do. And there are reasons for this, you know. And as he's talking with you about that, you guys come to another elevator that says executives only. So he swipes his badge, and there the elevator opens. There is a sort of like and he tells you this is the tallest building in Nestora. And
sweet.
he says, we are going to the top. So as you get into the elevator, there is sort of like a bar, you know, some very nice light music playing, and there is a bar. Everybody can sit down at the bar, have a drink, have a cocktail, and the elevator starts to go up. Well, behind, it's a clear glass elevator, so you can start to see Nestora, and it's beautiful. Well, what you can see, the area is beautiful, but you know that Nestora is a very, very diverse place, and you guys are going up, and Ocker, basically, you guys are going to be able to find your destination, and he's going to leave you here at the elevator. And as he says, when you get out of the elevator, you just proceed right to Voss's main office, and Voss will be there waiting for you.
Wow,
and he
everybody
says,
looks like ants from here.
Oh yeah, and everybody's getting smaller and smaller as the elevator's going off, and off into the other districts of Nestora, because it's sort of like a 360-degree scenic view. You can actually see that there are some small fires going on here, going on there throughout Nestora. Nothing, it's just like a typical day in Nestora, And Ocker looks back over at everyone and he says, I believe Mr. Voss has a very lucrative job offer for all of you, and possibly some valuable information that all of you are searching for. Even you, Lester.
Oh, how long has Mr. Voss been your boss?
Mr. Voss, I have been an employee of Mr. Voss for about a decade now.
Well, that's 10 years in Thoron.
I am one of his most trusted operatives, I guess you could say.
Wow, that's really incredible. This is the first time I've ever been in an executive elevator. I wanted to let you know. It's really nice. It's really nice. Can I use the executive washroom as well? Because I haven't really used the bathroom in a while, and it's a new place, and I have a nervous bladder.
There are facilities in the office here, in the executive suite. Yes, there are facilities for you. They will accommodate all of the races.
I think I'll just get a water then, in maybe a bottled water if you have some.
Sure, absolutely. He gets a bottle of water out from under the bar and sits it on the table for you. He says, "There is no charge for this."
Oh,
compliments
free water?
of Mr.
This
Voss.
place is awesome.
Is there a shower in the facility somewhere I can clean off?
There are plenty of facilities to accommodate everyone in the executive suite. Yeah, you guys are about halfway done with your ride.
Russ, you don't need a shower. You can just use all these waters. They're free.
Nah, lad, I'm gonna go in and get some warm water. Get it all splashed all over me, and get my beard washed.
I don't like warm water. If I bathe with warm water, it feels like I'm always bleeding.
Well, you are bleeding.
Just kind of a that's nervousness talk.
Bleeding awful, sir. Bleeding awful.
God.
Oh, if he has any extra datapad batteries, we will to stock up on those as well, Mr. Rocker.
Oh, I'm sure that Mr. Voss will take care of your every need. And I'm sure you'll be compensated very nicely as well.
I think Mr. Voss sounds like an okay guy.
Mr. Voss is he has a lot of integrity. He is a very, very good man.
So do you think he's going to know why
very
people
old
are
man.
targeting us?
Mr. Voss actually saw the Chaos Wars, the end of the Chaos Wars.
He's old.
He is a very old, very wise man. Yes. You will see him shortly.
I don't doubt he probably started him being an elf and all.
And he says, drink up, drink up. Mr. Voss spares no expense. Only the finest quality liquors, and they're all the big name liquors and brews are there. And
that liquor.
Absolutely, no.
So I'm going to take a water and throw it in my backpack.
Give me a perception seeing check.
Oh, Glitter's going to do a perception seeing. See if she can find the exact liquor she needs. Which for Glitter is anything that has alcohol in it.
Yeah, Glitter. You're looking at all of the handles, all the draw handles for the the ales, and you can actually see something. You kind of have to shake your head. You can actually see 5 flavors next to each other that says the White Yak, Blueberry Monday Toast, Void Mead, Better Than the White Yak, and Underground Secrets. You can see,
White Yak.
yeah, you can see all of your specially named ales.
Yeah, I wish I would have named mine Glitter. Alright, so
Wow.
I will have the Better Than the White Yak, because that has to be better.
It is so. It's a very light, sweet, taste. It's got a very light pink, almost fluorescent look to it as it's poured into the glass.
I'm down with that.
Yeah. Very pink and sassy.
Exactly.
That's the way I like my women.
Pink and sassy for a Sauron?
Deckard, the tender of the bar, he puts down a mug of ale for you, and he says, "Here's the Void Mead, sir. Raspberry flavor," and he slides it over to you. Folly, Blueberry Monday Toast.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We just got these in today. The brewmaster, he accommodated us with our wish, and everybody has their own beer today.
Where's
So
my
Lester,
White Yak?
you got your White Yak with a, and it's what's unique about the White Yak is the White Yak also has like a cookie attached to the top of the glass, and it is a cherry cheesecake cookie as you bite into it.
Oh, sweet mother of God, this guy's read my mind.
And
I'm gonna chug one. I'm gonna chug it right out of the bottle.
The-
F using a
oh yeah,
glass.
it is. Oh yeah, absolutely. You drink it, taste it, everything that you would envision your ale to taste like. And
Oh,
he
sweet.
sets
Tastes
down
like
one
an
last
asthma
one,
inhaler.
and he looks over at Rustpot and he says, where's your friend Gideon? He was supposed to have the root beer Underground Secrets." And he pushes it over to Rustpot and he says, "You'll do." He says, "Enjoy the Underground Secrets."
I shall take it into the... Sorry. Thank you, lad. I'll just take it in the shower with me. I'll be back in a wee bit.
As I drink mine, Dave, I actually spit it out and start making a horrible face.
Is there something wrong? Is there something wrong, Folly?
Oh, yes. Oh, come up with a disgusting drink like this.
He just chuckles and just kind of shakes his head and says, "Is there anything else that you need to drink? Is there anything else that you would like to
Tuesday?
have?" We do have some Purple Tuesdays. Would you like the umbrella, dry, or on the rocks, or everything?
With a snake in it, please.
Absolutely. And he has the rubber snake straw sticking out of it.
Great.
Hands it over to you. So the elevator, everybody drinks, everybody has a good time. The elevator stops, the door opens, the bartender asks if anybody wants one for the road, and wishes you farewell. You guys leave the... I guess, I don't know. I don't know. This is a pretty nice fucking elevator.
Yeah,
I don't know if I would want to leave, to be honest. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know, I'm kind of resistant to the idea. I'm kind of just sitting there totally oblivious to the fact that everybody else is getting off.
I question the idea of us drinking and riding. Seems kind of dangerous.
Ocker,
Just gotta live a
Don't
little
worry, lad. We're
Lester.
not driving.
Ocker says, "I'm sure we'll meet our paths will meet again." Oh my God, Lester's drinking energy drinks. I just saw that. He says, "I'm sure our paths will cross again, my friends. It was nice meeting you."
You're not
And he
coming
just
with
kind
us?
of, "Nope, my job is done. It's been a hellacious night and day and morning, and I do believe that I'm going home to say hello to the missus."
So I'm gonna grab his hand before he goes, and I'm gonna hold it,
Oh.
and I'm gonna stare into his eyes for a second. And then I'll whisper
Yes,
to him-
Lester.
Then I'll whisper to him, "We will always have the sewers." And then I'll let him go.
Yes, thank you, Ocker, for standing up like you did versus the Kanagatis. Thank you very much.
As I'm coming out of the shower, I've got all my gear bundled up under my arm, and I'm wearing a towel.
He's already out of the elevator and in the
And I'm
shower.
dripping water.
So, well, this is, you haven't got to the shower yet there, Rough Spot. So as everyone leaves the elevator, you're heading into the executive level, the executive suite.